What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today I have for you a video about the time I got pulled over and I got a $550 ticket. The reason why I got that ticket is because I didn't have my lights on when it was dark out. Now you're thinking, Ryan, how in the world did you not notice? Well, look, let me just tell you what happened, and I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. Now, just a backstory, this was before my birthday this year. It was the Monday right after Super Bowl, and for the Super Bowl, I made some brownies for my family, and they were pretty good. And then the next day, I thought, okay, well, Ellie is in town, and she's like, I was gonna go give her a brownie or something, you know? I was just gonna say, hey. I went to go find her at the gas station. She wasn't there. She headed to high school. She was gonna pick up her brother after his practice was over, so that's what I did. I went over there. You know, everything was fine. You know, I was doing everything right, and we were sitting there talking and having fun, and I gave her the brownie. She ate it. She threw the saran wrap back at me because I wrapped it in saran wrap, and I threw it away in my garbage can in my car. And then after a little bit of talking, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now. And then I turned up my music pretty loud and I was dancing, you know, I was just being me. Then I pulled out of the parking spot and then I went. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't know the high school, but basically the parking lot is pretty long, so I went this way and then I went all the way down to like the first entrance, kind of near the church where the high school, you know, it's a church and then it's a high school. That's how it is. So I went over there and then I just zoomed out and then I kept going, and I was going probably 30 and the speed limit there is 25. There was actually a car in the gravel parking lot across the actual parking lot, and I didn't know what it was. One, because I didn't have my headlights on. Two, I didn't see it. Like, I really only saw the headlights when it dropped, like when it came in and then stopped. But anyways, I noticed my headlights were off because the street lights on that road, the last two lights weren't on, and I got to that end. So I was like, oh my God, I don't have my lights on. And then right as soon as I put my lights on, that's when I realized, that's when I saw the officer's like lights, the blue and red lights. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm just so screwed right now. I didn't want to pull over right away because one, I was just thinking in my head like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And two, I didn't really have enough room on the road because that road's not that big. I was coming up to the intersection and the cop was actually pretty far away from where I was. So I was thinking, you know, I'm gonna go a little bit further and I'm gonna pull off to another road that's much safer and much just better. Because right after the road the school's on is a highway, and then a little bit after that is another road which I actually turned into later on. Now the moment I saw the flashing light to when I pulled over was about a minute. And in that minute, two other police cars showed up to the scene. And let me tell you what, here's the thing. When I got to the intersection, the cop was behind me and he was wanting me to pull over. Okay, where am I gonna pull over at? It's the intersection. So I put my arm out the window, did thumbs up, because I had no way to tell him, like, I know you want me to pull over. So kept going. I was going slow, and the distance from the intersection to the road that I pulled over at, it's not that far away, especially when you're in 55, but I didn't realize how far it really was when you're going 20, 25. So I did pull over eventually, and then I sat in my car and I was thinking in my head, you know, I'm gonna get my stuff out because I know he's gonna come up and ask me for my license and registration. So while I was doing that, he yelled at me to turn off my car, so I did that. And then he yelled at me to get my hands out the window. And so I'm sitting there like this, I'm scared, I'm like, I just don't know what's going on. And then they told me to step out and I said, can I unbuckle my seat? And then they said yes, so I did. And then after that I got out. And then they told me to walk backwards to them slowly without looking. So I did that. And by the time I got to them, they have the spotlights onto my car. They got the lights flashing. And I got into handcuffs. And then they asked me a few questions. And then they put me in their car. And I just wanted to let you guys know, the seat in the police car is plastic. It's hard plastic. It's not comfortable. It's cold. And it was dark out, so it was already kind of cold. There was a couple other officers there walking to my car, and I assume they had their guns out because they were in that like stance and that it looked like it anyways. I didn't have anything on me, not even my phone, my wallet, my keys, because everything was in my car. And after he took me out, he told me a few things about, like, we're gonna do a series of tests. If you want to do them, you don't have to. And so I did them because I knew that I would pass. And then I was doing all these things. And mind you, I was wearing my dad's Crocs. I probably had holy jeans. They also found the saran wrap in my garbage can in my car, and they actually threw it down on the floor of my car. And also, I forgot to mention, this was a little bit after I did that overnight challenge in my car, so the seat in my car was still out. So it kind of looked really weird and probably really suspicious. And for driving without your headlights on, you would think, okay, what's wrong with this guy? But I really didn't notice because the streetlights, it was bright enough, I didn't tell. That's just it. You know, it was an accident and there's no one else on the road. You know, I'm assuming if someone else was on the road, they would have let me know, you know, because I've seen that. And on the ticket, it doesn't say anything about my speed, but he did say something. I'm pretty sure he said something about going too fast. He also said it was failure to yield to the officer. And like, okay, what do you want me to do? Because I'm not going to go on the sidewalk. There's not a lot of room there. If you wanted to get around me, you would have at the intersection because there was room. And also, you weren't behind me on that road, so just saying. But of course, at the time, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was right, what was wrong, you know, what they're gonna ask me. So I'm sitting there just like scared out of my mind thinking, oh my God, my dad's either pulling a prank on me or this is legit, I'm gonna be screwed. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna go to jail for no reason. I was just like so scared. And oh man, the test, I was really scared about the test because I didn't want to do it wrong and I didn't want them to think that I was under the influence because I wasn't. I was just thinking I'm gonna mess up and then I'm gonna go to jail and I'm gonna have to call my dad and this is just gonna be a big deal. But no, I just got a $550 ticket for negligent driving in the second degree. So on the ticket, I was able to ask for a court hearing, and that's what I did. I actually got a deferral, and what that is basically, I guess it kind of admits that I did something wrong, but it basically asks the court that, like, I won't do anything wrong in the next year. So basically, it'll be like it never happened. It won't go on my record. I won't have to do anything else with it. My insurance won't go up and all that. But I would have to pay a fee, which was $150. Now, if it was like a $50 ticket, I don't know. I probably would have paid the ticket or have fought for it. But like $550 to $150, and I just have to be good for a whole year, which I've been driving since I was 15 and a half-ish. So like all that time I haven't gotten pulled over, you know, but then again, what's the chance of me getting pulled over in the next year? Probably pretty high. I think the cops around here are looking for me now, but so if I get pulled over and I do get a ticket in less than a year, that ticket plus the original ticket plus a $150 fee for this deferral thing is all added together, and that's what I have to pay. So really, if I get pulled over and I get a ticket, I'm already $700 in, and that's pretty bad. But anyways, yeah, I have a lot of paperwork here, and that's what I keep looking at. But basically, guys, if you want to know anything else, if you want me to go more in depth, I definitely will. It'll be a different video, but that's like the gist of it. It scared me, and actually someone told me that when the police ask you to back out, like back up slowly, that's when they have the guns out and pointed to you. So if I tripped or did one wrong thing, they probably would have shot me. So, you know, I guess I'm okay. But anyways, guys, that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack the like button as hard as you can. And let me know in the comments below if you've ever gotten pulled over and what the experience was like and how much your ticket was or wasn't or whatever. Anyways, I'll see you guys all next time.